Hi all. So today we are going to discuss coding problems for your TCS DCA preparation. Now the two problems we'll be discussing in this video are kind of easy level questions. So if you are good with basic mathematics and aptitude also, these questions can be solved easily. So from next videos onward, I will increase the difficulty level, so you can prepare that kind of questions. Okay, so we are starting with the easy level questions, and then we will be increasing the difficulty level. Okay, so let's start with the first problem. So in this particular problem, there is a theater who is rectangular in shape with dimensions n cross m meters. Okay, now at this anniversary of city, they want to pave the theater with a square granite flagstones. Okay, each flagstone is of size a cross a. As it is square, it is its dimension are a cross a. Now the question is, what is the least number of flagstones needed to pave the square? And they have mentioned one condition here, that it is allowed to cover the surface larger than the theater square, but the square has to be covered completely. Okay, it means that even if we needed to extend the flagstone outside the theater area to cover complete theater, it is allowed, but only condition is that we need to cover the complete theater. Okay, and it is not allowed to break the flagstone, and the sides of the flagstone should be parallel to side of the square. Okay, as an input we have to take three values, n, m and a. Okay, so n and m stands for the dimension of the theater, whereas a stands for the dimension of flagstone, which is a cross a. Okay, and as the output you can see, if we have 6 cross 6 theater, size of 6 cross 6, and we need to pave it with the size of 4 cross 4 flagstone, then the output will be 4. Okay, now how this output can come is that we need to find out. So this 6 cross 6 you can consider as theater, and this is the flagstone, these are the flagstones needed to pave this pave this theater completely. So this x from here till here you can consider as one flagstone. From this y till this y you can consider it as second flagstone. Till this y it is third flagstone, whereas from this particular x till this x you can consider as fourth flagstone. Okay, so this all flagstone are square in dimension, and as we can see, there are total 4 flagstones needed to pave this particular theater. Now you might think that this theater is only having 6 columns and 6 rows, but flagstone is having 8 columns and 8 rows. It is why? Because they have mentioned that it is not allowed to break the flagstone, and they allowed us to cover the surface area larger than the theater square. So here we covered the surface area larger than the theater square to not break the flagstone. Okay, so that's why we have taken the area larger than the theater square. Now to the main thing is how we can get the answer. Okay, so to get the answer, what we have to do is we need to find the total number of flagstones needed to cover the row area. Okay, so vertically how much flagstones are needed, we need to find that, and after that we need to find how much flagstones needed to cover the horizontal area. If we are able to find those both values, we just need to multiply those values. Okay, after multiplying those values we will be able to find the answer. And another thing is, we need to take the ceiling functions. Okay, so suppose here you are getting values of 1.5 something, then we need to seal the function with we need to apply a ceiling function and make this that 1.5 to value of 2. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So we need to find the ceiling functions. So, okay, go step by step. So first let's find how much areas needed to cover how much flagstones are needed to cover the vertical area of theater. Okay, so that is n by a. Okay, and there is another thing we need to find is how much flagstones needed to cover the horizontal area. So that is m by a. Now as we discussed, we need to multiply this both values, okay. And one thing I mentioned is that we have to take the ceiling function. Why we have to take the ceiling function? Because here you can see, if we are dividing 6 by 4, we will be getting 1.34 something, okay. 1.5, okay, we will be getting 1.5 something value. But the actual result is 2, okay. To cover the horizontal area we needed x and y, so total 2 flagstone. That's why we need to do a ceiling function here. And in vertical also you can see that we have used x and y as total 2 flagstones, okay. But here if we do 6 by 4, so there are total 6 rows, so value of n is 6, and we divide it by 4, it will be 1 point something value, okay. But in total we needed to use 2 flagstones, so that's why we have to apply ceiling function here also, okay. So using this particular formula we can get the actual result. It is that simple, okay. Now let's check the code for this. So this is simple. Simply we are just we have used Python for this. So simply we have taken the math library, we imported the math library, then we took m, n and a as input, we splitted those values and just applied the ceiling function. So math.ceiling m by a into math.ceiling n by a. Okay, so this is how we are just getting the value and printing it. Okay, so this is the way you can get the answers, and let's test the answer. So run the code. Okay, so we will be inputting here 6, 6 and 4. So yeah, 4 is the answer, which is as per requirement. Okay, so now let's see the second problem. It is kind of similar problem. Now they have given that we are having a rectangular board of m cross n squares, and they have given unlimited number of dominoes, okay, which is of size 2 cross 1. Now they have not mentioned meters or something, so we can consider it as a unit or square unit, okay. So the size of board is m cross n and size of domino is 2 cross 1, which is constant, okay. So we need to find out minimum number of dominoes required to fill the square, okay. Now here each domino they have given conditions. Each domino completely covers 2 squares. No dominoes overlap, so we cannot put one domino on another. Each domino lies entirely inside the board, okay. So it is not allowed to go outside. So in previous example it was allowed to go outside the theater, but in this particular example it is not allowed to go outside the board. And yeah, they have mentioned that it is allowed to touch the edges of the board, so that is fine. Now find the maximum number of dominoes which can be placed under these restrictions, okay. And this is a really simple problem. What we need to do, see here we can see that this is the board, and we need to fill domino of 2 cross 2 cross 1, okay. So simply what we can do, we can just use horizontal dominoes. So first domino of 2 cross 1, okay, because it is having 2 columns and 1 row, okay. So here another 2 cross 2 domino, and here another. So total 4 dominoes were required, okay, to fill this 4 cross 2 board of size 4 cross 2. And in another example they have mentioned board of size 3 cross 3, okay. So how many dominoes are required? So x, so 1 domino, second domino, third domino. Now there are 3 places still left, okay. So to fill these three places, one can use one domino. We can use one domino vertically. Okay. So these were you can consider as horizontal domino, whereas this particular domino was vertical. So there is still one place left. Okay. But they have asked to find the maximum number of dominoes which can be placed inside the board, and dominoes should not overlap each other. So that's why 1, 2, 3 and this one fourth one which was vertical. Okay, so total 4 dominoes can place inside this particular board of 3 cross 3. So mathematically how we can solve this problem is very simple. We just need to do n cross m, so area of the area of the board, and divide it by 2. Okay, and we have to when we will be dividing, we will be getting some values like x dot something. Okay, but here they have mentioned that we have to find maximum dominoes which should not go outside the board. So here we have to take floor. Okay, floor of n cross m divide by 2. Okay, so here we have to use floor function, and let's check it. So 4 cross 2 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. So this is the answer for the first question. So 4 dominoes here. Here 3 cross 3 is 9 divided by 2 is 4 point something. Okay, and as we discussed, we have to take floor. So 4 will be answer because 4 point some value, and floor of that particular value will be 4 only. So for both the cases, answer should be 4. So let's check. So yeah, they have mentioned test cases and both the having answers as 4. Okay, so let's check code for this. It is very simple. We have just taken input for m cross n, and for the value of domino it is 2 cross 1 in which is given inside the question itself. Okay, so we are just dividing its value by 2, and now you might see that we have not used the floor function here, but in Python when we use double division operator, it is called floor division. Okay, so that's why the value printed will be integer. So this is how we can solve this particular problem in Python. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll be sharing the link in the description and you can check. I'll be come with another good questions. These were really easy one. So we'll start with some medium level questions, and you will enjoy learning about you will be enjoy solving this kind of problems. Okay, so thank you.